Alright. Hello. Well, so I don't write a script. It's kind of too much effort. But I want to go over the a common thing that I think is holding a lot of people back. And if you're in the super fundamental thing that you should do when you start out, but a lot of intermediate players, so I'm talking about they usually reach gold or diamond, and I don't like using ranks to define skill, but just generally around that rank. And it's basically not having a starting game plan or a starting play style that you build off of. And I'm on a Sailboat, obviously, because it's me, and because Sam's a super good example of this. You'll see people just run up and they see you. That's that simple. Obviously, this has many problems. If you don't know how to deal with it, you can just attack them before they get into LAC range, before they get into SP1 range, and you'll win. You can also just air dash away and block. You can do a lot of stuff. It's so this is a starting gameplay, right? You want to run up towards them, get here, or here, and then you'll see. Pretty cool, right? Against human players, you can do it from about here because ping shenanigans. Dummies don't have ping, so yeah. But that's not important. It's a gameplay. Even though it's flawed, you can branch off of it. If they block, I run up an SP6. If they, want to air dash away, I can just keep chasing them, or I can SP4 and air dash. SP4 combos in this version. Soon it might not, so use that how you will, but yeah. Anyway, that's it's a basic game plan, and then once you see how people deal with it, you can come up with your own ways to counter that. With assailant, this is usually through movement and positioning, because your attacks don't solve issues, right? Like if they're blocking, you can just run up an SP6, but it's risky, and you want to kind of force them to unblock or condition the SP6, right? And that's now you're getting into more advanced stuff, and you're developing a more complex playstyle. I can speak confidently about Assailant. I've played Cry quite a bit many years ago, so I can give an example for this. But Cry, you want to essentially, it's kind of similar to Assailant, right? You want to get close to this range, right? You want to space JAC range. So, and you get here, and generally, you want to force them into shield, right? So you come up here, and you have the threat of this button. LAC is incredibly broken. But yeah, you have the threat of this, and you have the threat of this, you have the threat of this, and you also have the, if I can do it right, you have the threat of that, right? Instant jump LAC or falling JAC. All of these things make your enemy want to block. When they do, you start doing stuff like that, and you just start melting through their shield, if I can do it right. Yeah. So you can just and you just space, and you throw in an SP6, and LAC breakthrough, and you just wear down their shield. You can do this pretty quickly too. And this is your game plan, right? For Cry, it's very linear because they can't do much about this, right? This is such a forcing move that you don't need to advance it much from here, but you can if you want to, right? What else? How long? I used this in tournaments a long time ago during RBT days. But yeah, so current outbounds kind of just like as before, do that, okay, and eventually you're putting them on a timer. So Athlon it's actually a good example. It's a more defensive class, right? Athlon's defense is unparalleled, best in the game, right? This avoids everything in the game. Armored guard breaks, sure, yeah, they'll go through that before, but what armored guard breaks exist? Rev guard break, the most reactable thing in the world. This will also beat grabs unless it's a rev that's using an armored grab. But oh yeah, you can jump buck. So just kidding, right? Also in this current version, Doppelt SP2 has iframes, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, SP4 works for blocking. So I don't know if this is gonna get changed. I hope it does. But yeah, SP2 has iframes. So if someone tries to attack you, you just SP2. This makes Avalon have insane defense. What's a game plan that plays towards that? Well, I could just, kind of threaten with safe aggression, not overcommit, right? Just do this, and look at this. I'm not hitting him with JC, right? I'm just walling him out. If he walks forward, he gets hit. If he doesn't walk forward, I fade back and I'm safe. If they try to get greedy, so essentially I'm just baiting them to come in, and then when they do come in, I just do that. I generally SB4 and then block. Yeah, something like that. So, and then obviously you start to be like, okay, well, what if my opponent just doesn't approach me or plays super passive? Okay, well, I have that, right? And that's gonna do a ton of shield damage, right? Like, the shield enemies don't take shield damage in this, but that takes about half their health, half their shield health. So you're just putting them on a timer, right? And if they're trying to run away, you just do that. If they try to run away, you just do that. It's where did that go? But it's a pretty, standard game plan. And then you can incorporate more advanced stuff like, incorporating air dash JC, conditioning into this, right? Or going into this tomahawk and then, I don't know if tomahawk's a good word, but you fake a JC and you just do something else, right? You could go that and then, do whatever, get super up close shield pressure, start running your offense. That's Ava, right? So you kind of get the idea. It's just come up with a game plan that's simple and build off of it, and this will help you find a more solid way to play instead of just like a super common thing I see with the sailors is they'll just run around and they'll just expect to get LACs for free. They'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna LAC here. Oh well, I'm gonna do this, and oh yeah, okay, cool. I did a combo. I'm gonna SP4. I'm gonna assault LAC. Oh wow, okay, and then I'm gonna run up to them, and then I'm gonna keep running up to them. And I'm gonna throw out SP1s in neutral, and whenever I feel like it, I'll just SP6. But why? Right? Like there's no reason for this. So, but to explain the reasoning behind why you run up, it's because it pressures your opponent. Your movement just pressures them because there's a threat of LAC, and that's where your gameplay stems off of. So just get that, have a reason and have that step-by-step process. So pressure them with movement, condition them with safer attacks, punish with, more committal things. LAC isn't the biggest commitment, but, it's still the punish, right? Or a better example, right? You can just condition them to, throw out attacks, and then you just SP1, or it's that SP1 is a pretty big commitment, right? And you do need to either have a read or condition in order to use it properly. Don't just throw it out. Have a game plan, have a play style that revolves and sets up for things instead of just hoping they work. That's pretty much it. This is a lot longer than I wanted, but anyway, thank you, and I will maybe make other videos in the future. Bye bye.